So good morning, you join us on May Day. Perfect timing phone. So good morning, you join us on May Day. Look at this. We don't know what this is. It's May Day and it's a blue sky. So we're going to take the bikes out, and just bear with me while I do this for Enfys. There we go. We're going to take the bikes out. It's going to be a bit different today because we're going to have different bikes. So I'll show you in a minute and you'll understand what I mean. But yeah, let's go for a ride. Right then, so we're going to go for a ride. So let's just introduce everybody.
Alright.
Tony, you know.
Hello.
Hey up, Tone.
Hi.
Who's this? This is my daughter Jasmine and her fetching race now. So let's just go through the bike. So Tony, because he can't get his bike off the drive today, is going to borrow my Himalayan. There you go. That's running because we don't want to let it go flat. Jasmine's going to be riding her Kawasaki, what is it, a Z650 RS.
That's the one.
And this is still relatively new. I think we've still got the lines on the tyres, we'll see. This is a new addition to the fleet. This is Sonia's scooter, because my wife's coming out for once as well. She's just getting her jeans on. So this is a Z300 RS. And yeah, we know you've seen it. And yeah, I couldn't resist. I went and bought a new Himalayan as well. So I've still got Super Meteor and the old Himalayan. So you get the idea. We're going to have a ride out. So it's glorious today. Look at it. Sun's out. May bank holiday. Who'd have believed it? In fact, it's so warm. Look at state to me. I am sweating like you would not believe. And then you're going to wonder where Enfys is, aren't you? So if one of you two can just oblige.
Go on.
Where's Enfys?
Enfys is where she lives. In the bag.
In the bag. Stick your nose out, Enfys. Say hello.
Hello. Hello. Oh dear. Right, back in.
Right, zip her back in.
Give you that back. No,
So yeah, so this is it, and then Sonia's coming with us as well. Right, so we're going to get ready, strap things on, and then we're off. Let's see how we get on. So this is plan B, because the scooter wouldn't start and then the Scram wouldn't start. Now we've got two up on the new Himalayan, and we're watching Tony turn around slowly while we all cook in the sun. Right, you follow him, I'll follow you. I'll find out how good it is two up then, won't we? So day one, two up, so road test. Can a new Himalayan carry a large man, his wife and a dog? So far, yes. I said I could bug up, but we'll find out soon. You what? You can't. Go. Gotta go back. Sorry. Tony, go back to our house, alright? Yeah. I think I'm about to change bikes. So we're back outside the house. So the scooter wouldn't start because the battery was flat, because it's not been out. And then Sonia's bike wouldn't start because the battery was flat, because it's not been out. Right. So we've had to come back because she couldn't sit up bike of mine because there's no bike rest on it, because of course it's brand new, it's got no fittings on it at all. So now we've come to plan D. What are we on? E? F? And Sonia's going to follow me in my Mini because it's convertible, and the dog will go in the Mini with her. Right, pick that water bottle out of there because that's going to go in there as well. Which means we're not going down the Thingy Bob road, but through him, but we can still go to the Yonderman, which was all we cared about. Let's get some breakfast. But the one good thing is, she'll drive that quick. So we can go at motorbike speed. Just remember not to go filtering, because if she's in the car, she can't follow us down.
Well, she knows where she's going, where we're going. So.
Well, I don't know if she does, to be honest, but we'll see what happens. So, as you can tell, we had a little bit of a false start, to say the least. To explain, my wife does like to ride motorbikes, but she'd forgot, because it'd not been out for a while, the battery had gone flat on both the scooter and her bike, because she doesn't use them as much as I do. Because I'm not thought about it, and this is my fault, I should have put them to charge, and I didn't. So as a side effect, we had to start again. So finally though, I mean, you can see now we're off, and the plan was always in the morning to go and get breakfast at the Onderman. And of course, after all the false starts... Tony, if you can, just be careful at lights.
Trying to tell Tony that, no, try and keep us together, because we've got 3 bikes in our car, and we don't want to get split up.
Yeah, I'm watching that.
We're watching this fellow run across the road here, what can you say? Which is advice Tony listened to and then completely forgot about. So, oh, you know what it is. Once you get going and you're rolling, you feel the enthusiasm. You don't always remember that you're trying to keep a group of people together, and you very rarely have to keep a car in that group of people. But anyhow, so we false start, but we finally got going, and like I said, the goal was to go to the Onderman, which is a lovely little cafe restaurant out near, I don't know if it's a Carver, but it's not Carver. As you go towards Monsell Head, and it's one of our favourite places to go for breakfast, because you get a really decent, tidy breakfast. You can't really go wrong with that. But we were thwarted because, of course, it's May Day, so as we're going out, everybody else has also decided to go into the Peak District. So as you can see here, I think we've got 2 coaches, a horse box, some caravans, about 6 cars, and the pace was low. And we followed this out for a while, and you can see the point where I've had enough of following this now. And we sent Tony, we directed him down to the left. And you remember I said to Tony, try and keep us together. This is where Tony forgot those instructions completely. So, watch, Tony goes through, not a problem. Jasmine goes through. He's not paying attention to the right. I was. They went as a car comes past. Here we go. So now I'm sat waiting for Sonya. And we've got to wait for a gap which is big enough for a bike and a car. And off we go. And of course, they got out without any traffic in front of them. And I got out behind these 2 cars. Thought we were going to get going. You can see I'm going, oh, we're off. 40. Oh no, we're not off. We're not off at all. These cars are going to take the time. But you know what? It's a good chance for us to get used to the new bike, and actually I really like the new Himalayan. It's different to the old Himalayan, surprisingly. So the old Himalayan I've always loved. For me, it's one of those bikes. It's better than the sum of its parts. It's on paper, it shouldn't make sense. It's not particularly quick. It's a little bit heavy. But whenever I ride it, I have a smile on my face because it handles really nicely, and you feel you can go up and down the gears, and you don't have to worry about losing your license on that bike. You're never going to go in fast enough, and it's actually just a pleasant bike to ride. It wants you to ride it, and away you go. And I enjoy it, and it's calming, and it's the kind of bike you love to ride just to look at the scenery and just be part of the outdoors. And for me, that's one of the big parts of riding the bike, just being outside and exploring. And the new Himalayan is well, you sit on it and it's got that familiarity, and it's a nice comfortable bike. The seat's a bit stiff, I think maybe I might have to put a cover on it, but the position's nice. You're sort of on top of it. It's weird because the old Himalayan you kind of sit in the bike, and the new one you sit on the outside of it. What the new Himalayan is it's not slow. it's not superbike fast, and it's not race bike fast, and I've had much quicker bikes, believe me. I've had an FGR 1300 and that were fast, but this will go, and if you open it up, it wants to go, and I think that's the difference with it. It feels a bit more, I'll be honest with you, I think it's more of a hooligan's bike. I'm going to say that now, because it makes you want to ride like a hooligan, because you want to kind of open it up. And again, you'd have to go crazy to get yourself into trouble in terms of it. going fast. You're knowingly doing it. There's no two ways about it. I enjoyed this bit. This is a bit where the truck was taking over the corner, and I had to wait for Sonya to catch up, and she couldn't come because of the lorry. In fact, look at this. The bike thinks it's night time now. It's changed the screen to black. But no, just to finish the thoughts. It's sort of you ride it, and it's sort of like the CRF I had. You kind of want to ride it fast, and I can't really explain that. Some bikes just want to go, and this one kind of wants to go. It's still comfortable. It's still got that kind of better than the Summit Spark kind of feel. It's definitely handles lovely, but it's a different proposition. I think if I had a day I wanted to go out on some green lanes and I wanted to open it up a bit and thrash it, I'd take the new bike. And if I wanted to go somewhere and take my time and just kind of plod along, I'd take the old bike. Not everyone's lucky enough to be able to have both bikes, and I realise I am. But for me, I actually like the fact that I've got those bikes and they've kind of got a slightly different need. I'm looking forward to taking it off-road because I think it's going to be quite good on green lanes. I don't really go off-roading per se, but certainly in terms of like motoring around kind of back lanes like this and puddling through town, it's perfectly fine. I mean, the old Himalayan was a great commuter bike in my mind. I think if you were a learner or you're puddling around town, the original Himalayans were brilliant for that. It's when you start going out on fast A roads and motorways, then you start to run into the limits of it. It will do kind of 70, but you're kind of thrashing it a bit, and you're not really going to be doing overtakes from 70 upwards. This is much more powerful. It's got that poke and it's got that pickup, and that's nice, but you lose a bit of that kind of relaxed nature, and I think that's interesting. So it's look, you're in the mood for riding. If you're in the mood for going quick, you're in the lane. If you're in the mood for going slow, so there you go. Anyway, so I babbled, excuse me. We're on his way now. We're coming up on the Onderman. We're doing a steady 30 behind the traffic because, of course, everybody's on the roads. And, I don't need to be flying around. I actually quite happily plug along this kind of speed and thing. But, it's equally not going to be doing 30 on a 60. That feels like you're taking the mickey a little bit. So we're going to pull in the on and have some breakfast. And actually, what I said to Tony, because Tony was interested in riding this, because obviously he's on my old Himalayan. He actually has a V-Strom 650 now, which at some point we'll see him from. But he wanted to give it a go, so we said, right, let's go and have some breakfast. And then we'll swap over, see how we feel about it.
Yes. I ain't lean on that, isn't it? I might just shift that up a bit towards you. Yeah, put it on stand. It's just this leans up quite a lot, so if I leave it too far that side, he'll not be there.
You're a little bit more space if you need it.
That'll be right. Because it really does lean over that. So we stopped at the Onderman. There you go. Because we hadn't had any breakfast. Are you hungry, Tony?
Yes, I am actually, yes.
Are you slightly hungry or very hungry?
Slightly.
You went for big, not that hungry. Daughter, how about you? Are you hungry?
I'm alright. I'm doing a cup of tea then.
And this, are you hungry? Yes, always. Last night she had a beef. What would it be?
Short rib.
Beef short rib. You've never seen a happier little dog. She wagged her tail. Not you, wife. Are you hungry?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wasting away.
Wasted away. Listen, I'm definitely hungry. So we've had a nice run down. Well, we haven't really. We had a horrible run down. We got stuck behind a bunch of coaches, and then we got stuck behind a lorry, and then we got split up because everybody forgot that cars can't overtake when motorbikes can. So we eventually got here. Tony thinks there's something wrong with my back brake, but it looks alright.
Yeah.
It's just not being ridden.
Yeah.
So we'll see where we get on. So we'll swap bikes and try.
Thank
Oh,
you.
there's your tea there.
Steve,
No.
what I've just showed you, I don't want to be true.
Milk on the side.
Special case tea, yeah.
I said you could have done that. I've done.
Steve, what I showed you, I don't want it to be true, but I'm behind it, it might be true. That's all it is. It's no. I don't want any of that not to be true.
Maybe
but
Yeah.
it could be.
Sonya has sugar as well, I think.
Thank you.
Please.
So that's it. 4 cups of tea. Right, we'll stop before we go to conspiracy theories. So just to see why we come to Yoneman, this is the full Yoneman breakfast. We've got 2 sausages, 2 bacon, mushrooms.
3.
Oh, 3 sausages, didn't say that. Hiding under there, some black pudding, beans, tomatoes, 2 hash browns, an oat cake, and I think there's some toast on the way. Jasmine's gone for bacon, hash browns and a bun. Tony's just had big breakfast, which is 2 eggs, 3 sausages, 2 bacon. Sonya's not come yet, but it's just as well because Dog's sat there going crazy. Because you want to have everybody's breakfast, don't you? Yeah?
Oh, this is mine.
I think yours is coming down to Sonya, so we'll see you.
Lovely, thank you.
Oh, she thought she was getting that then. And then just to finish it off, waffle, bagel.
Dolly's looks very small.
Go on, back to me.
I'm going to put it down on the floor.
Enfys. Don't you eat my breakfast. Naughty little dog. So that's why you got a yawn. Right, more familiar view. So I'm back on the old Himalayan with all the dog bag trimmings on the front of it. Don't panic about that. Tony's going to ride the new one and I'll ask him what he thinks. What? Start is that red button on top there. Push. Make sure you haven't pressed the other button, you're probably put it to eco mode. Just turn it off and on again.
There's always a bit of mild chaos as we set off.
Jazz. Oh, I got a bus out there.
So Tony was always quite gentle when he takes a bike out he's not been before, so it's always enjoy how nicely he looks after the people's bikes. He never thrashes the life out of them, for example. Oh, hang on, no, I'm mixing people up. No, Tony always thrashes life out of other people's bikes when he rides them. One of the weird things about New Himalayan, it doesn't have brake lights per se, it's just kind of combined brake lights and indicators. It's the first time I actually get to see what they look like. Well, through a slightly dirty windscreen. So now bear in mind the instructions given to Tony were we need to go to Monsaled. Oh yeah, Tony likes to forget to turn his indicators off. Or my indicators. We're going to ride to Monsaled and see how you feel, because it's a little bit of a ride from the Underlands. Not miles and miles, but you know, it's a good mile and a half, so you can have a go on the bike and see what he thinks, and if he likes it he could continue, and away we go. However, as we come up towards Monsaled now, and I think it's just over the kind of top of this brown hill kind of thing, the instructions were pull in, or if it's busy, carry on down towards Lytton, because you can kind of go down the bottom of the valley. And well, he doesn't. He just keeps on going. so that kind of chucks me a little bit, because I'm like, well, where's he going? So he does eventually kind of explain why he kept on going. Once we're about 5 or 6 miles down the road. But this is lovely up here. It's nice to look at the scenery. And here we come. Here's Monsaled on your right here. And the Monsaled in. And I'm waiting for him to start indicating. And he slows down and I'm indicating like going, oh, he's not pulling off. And off we go. We just kind of carry on. You can see Jasmine going, hey, where are we going? But this is the kind of Himalayan's natural environment. This for me, I think it's brilliant. You've got these small B roads kind of winding through the countryside. You can kind of sit on it. We're not flying along. We're doing about 50 mile an hour. Enjoy this scenery and just kind of take it all in. You do remember it was actually glorious sunshine when we set off, which was nice. But it was sort of clouded over as the day went on. It was a bit disappointing, to be honest, because I was really kind of looking forward to going out for a spin and enjoying it. But Sonya had gone back with Enfys at this point in the car because we went, well, I'll just let you go and have a run. It's kind of getting a bit cloudy and a bit dark and a bit grey. And it was getting a bit nippy as well. So it was like, well, we'll still go and have a ride out. We'll still enjoy it. But you know, you can feel at this point the day's getting curtailed. And this is when we find out why Tony had gone the other way. So coming down into Ashford into the water, which is just up the road from Bakewell. And I'm touching it because I'm like, where's he going? What's he doing? That's been showing us. And as we get down here, obviously, because the traffic stops, I pull up next to him and go like, where are you going? What's going off? Let's see what he's going to say, shall we?
John, put him on, Yash. It'll be alright. Got one bar. Well, go and get some petrol about all then.
So yeah, the reason he was going this way is decided I needed petrol. I got 1 bar left on that bike, which was a surprise because when I bought it from Manhattan's, they told me it were a full tank, and I'm sure it were, but I've hardly ridden it, so I don't know what was going on. Did you also spot the other Himalayan going past having good noses? We saw us. So Tony took us down towards Bakewell, and it was queuing because obviously it's May Day, so everybody's gone to Bakewell to go to the market. And after being sat in this queue for about 2 minutes, didn't fancy it.
We're going to go other way, turn around. We're going to be here all day.
So yeah, you can see I take the initiative. He's still worried about the petrol, and I'm like, well, I've been at Himalayan. You've got about 60 miles when you've got one empty zone, so I'm sure new one's not going to be much different. So I made the executive decision to wait for a gap, turned around, and you can see queue building behind us here. I mean, this is people trying to get into Bakewell. If it's a bank holiday, if you're going to Bakewell, try and go there early, you're always going to get stuck. So I said, right, we'll go to Monyash, we'll go the other way, so we'll go up the hill, and then you can turn left by the campsite and take us out that way. So we've got everybody turned round and away we go.
So we've parked up at Monyash for another drink, and after enjoying the sunshine this morning, now we're enjoying, well, it's not really sunshine, is it? So Tony's just had a go. Go on, Tony, what do you think?
Yeah, good.
How many out of 10? Go on, say it.
7.
7 out of 10. I can't believe that's harsh. But to be fair, what's happening is we've not got a lot of petrol in there. You see, Steve sold me with a full tank of petrol. I don't think I've used a full tank of petrol that quick.
No.
Because
he's not putting any
if it's anything like the original Himalayan, you get like gallons of miles and miles and miles and miles. So we're going to go and find somewhere to fill it up, and then we'll have another go, is it?
Yeah.
All right. I enjoyed riding my old one, to be honest. I'm still keeping this because I love riding it.
Right.
They're better than some of its parts. Gears brakes felt alright for me, but then
Right, yeah.
but then I
Quite
use a lot more
speed.
engine kind of braking.
Yeah. Might be speed. Maybe I've got my foot in the wrong place. I don't know.
Be right. I had a go just in case, but I think it's alright.
no,
it's probably because I've put this thing on for. This is that flipping bagster thing for dog bag.
Could be.
But it might be that because it's pushing
Position, that's
your
right.
legs out.
Yeah.
But I had to do that because look, it's a right abomination. It looks like it's got half a sheep on it.
You know what?
Because
You might
that
be pointing,
lifts.
'cause I'd normally be further in, wouldn't I?
That lifts the tank bag up enough that I can actually get my legs underneath when I've got the doggy bag on there.
That could
Otherwise, Enfys don't get to go for a ride. And
that's
Enfys
fair
likes to go
point,
for a
that
ride.
mate. That matches my positions going back right.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try to get on nice bit because we've run it now a little bit, so we'll probably be alright. But we've come down here, so Jasmine's buying some pop. We'll spin that round. We'll
I'm just starting practice.
put some petrol in, we'll be alright.
I'm
But you're safe to open it up as long as you don't go over like 7,000 revs or something stupid. We'll be alright.
That's
Right.
the reason as well.
Yeah, no, well you've got to keep it under 5,000 revs, it'll easily to 70 though.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, top gear, just get up into top and it just goes. So we'll park there and we'll go and find some petrol and sort it out. Right, leg 2, we're going to go and get some petrol because Tony was taking his time because I'm running out of petrol. So we should be alright. Go on, Tom, when you're ready.
So yeah, you'll notice Tony's still on the new bike because and I'll use his choice of words here. I didn't really get to try it out because I was worried it was running out of petrol. So we worked out that nearest fuel station's at New Haven, which is about 5 or 6 miles away from Monash.
Hold still a sec, I'll have a look.
We got to be as always fun. So again, take the initiative. Oh look, some more Enfields, sort of a Royal Enfield convoy we've got going off here. It's like a couple of interceptors to me. So yeah, so out to New Haven. Let's get out. Well, up out to Monash towards New Haven, going up Long Rake. Again, I think me and Tony know these back roads fairly well now. So as soon as one of us goes one way, we know exactly where we're going to be going. Occasionally I'll go away I don't particularly like the look of, and I'll have to kind of go, not this way, Tone. This bit testing the off-road suspension nicely. And the usual thing, because I'm in front, I want Tony to come past me and Jasmine to come past me, so I'm kind of getting to come around. Is he going to do it? Oh, there's one. We'll keep an eye out for the sheep up here, because there's lambs and sheep cross occasionally, so just take your time. But yeah, quest for some petrol, and now he knows he's only got 5 miles to go. He's not scared of opening it up now. See, you can overtake things on the Himalayan as long as they're tractors. It's good fun. But yeah, to explain the abomination which is going off in my old Himalayan, so that's now because I've got rid of the GS. It's now the only bike I've got which has got a tank big enough to put Enfys' doggy bag on it. So I've had to use like a bagster strap and then lift it up with that fur. Because if I just put it on the tank as it is, I can't get my legs underneath it. And that's not very nice for neither me nor it is. And there we go. I tend to see lots of bikes out here, especially on the bank holiday. So we're coming down, I think this is a 515 which runs between Bucks and Ashbourne. It's a nice one. Now, at this point the two interceptors pull off to your right. Give them a wave. Not paying attention because they're looking where they're going. And Tony's like, well, let's see how fast this thing can go then. You can see I'm keeping up with him. He's being polite to it. He's not thrashing it too much. He's got it up. I told him because it's been running, he's not allowed to go over 5,000 revs. I'm not sure the entire listen to that, but he's away. But he's no longer scared he's going to run out of fuel because he knows the petrol station's like 5 minutes around the corner. And sure enough, here we are at New Haven fuel station. I'm going to pull in. We can fill it up. And it was at this point I decided that I was going to ride my own bike. Thank you very much. Because I think Tony's had enough of a go now.
Leans over a lot more than the one, doesn't it? Oh. Do you know, it made me laugh that because they'll open it up a bit and off you went.
Oh, it's alright, if you go to 70, no problem.
6th, or were we in 5th?
Yeah, I actually got to 6 actually. Very good.
Does right, doesn't it? I might have to bring that a bit closer. I'm going to top this one up while we're at it. Are you okay for petrol?
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine. About it.
Wait, what's you say? No, I'll pay for petrol, it's alright. Oh, there, the neck. No, we'll stop there.
So we filled up with petrol, and then we had a weirdness as we set off. Now you'll see me pointing at the engine light. For for some reason, the old Himalayan decided it was going to play up. Wouldn't start, stalled, and it would only start if I put some revs on it. So I think we need to have a look at the idle, because I think the idle was just set a bit too low, and it started pulling out. And again, just to demonstrate, you can overtake things on a Himalayan. I had to overtake because Tony was off. Oh, hang on a minute, no, Tony's still on the new Himalayan this point. I forgot that. So yeah, he's still riding it, and of course, not only is he riding it, he's also making sure it's going through its paces. I think I might have been cursing at this point, going, Tony, keep it under so many revs. And this is a nice one. So it kind of runs down from New Haven to Cromford, so if you ever want to go to Matlock, it's like a sneaky back road in. But it's nice because it's a road that not many people use, because it's not like a direct route as such. You've kind of got slightly out your way before you take it. And you can see I'm playing Chase Tony. And then we take the left, which takes us back down towards Chatsworth House, because I said, right, go to Chatsworth, we'll park at Chatsworth Retail Estate, and we can switch bikes back over. That was my plan, and he's remembered that plan. So yeah, I like this road. This is good, because it's like lots of little twisty bends. Again, kind of natural habitat for the Himalayan. It's nice, narrow, twisty. That's the kind of road I like to ride on this bike. I seem to enjoy it. Well, you can tell I'm not had that weird blip in the engine light came on. It's running alright. Nothing to worry about it. One thing you have to do, I don't know why it started doing it, but I had to find myself revving at junctions just to keep the revs up, which is advice I gave to Tony when we swapped bikes back over, but he seemed to think there was something going off which I can't detect, so fair play to him, he's on the bike and I'm not, so who knows. So yeah, just get the revs up. So yeah, engine light on. From experience, once I look at sorting the idle out, it'll probably reset itself. Once it's run successfully kind of 3 times, it sorts itself out. But just a bit of a surprise. Not what we wanted, so that's what. Let's just check today's mechanical failure rate. Scooter, flat battery. Scram, flat battery. Himalayan 411, battery light on, something big going off for the idle. It's an expensive hobby motorbike. So, tinkering round. Tony's getting used to going around corners on it. Nice gentle run. And it's reminded me I need to wash the windscreen on this bike, because all you can see is dirty marks and dead flies. So yeah, now we're back on that road which runs towards Rowsley Mill. So Rowsley Mill is nice. Nice windmill there. Is it windmill? No, it's watermill. So you can go and see stuff being crushed, get some flour from Rowsley Mill. Still running on the original kind of kit. This is a nice little run down here. I think at one point this was dual carriageway for some of this road, but they decided it's a single lane carriageway, but it's still nice and twisty. Another victim of 60s down to 50s, but you know, it's a nice enough road. It started to brighten up a little bit here. You can see, look, the sky's going blue again, which is what we wanted, but we're definitely thinking it's time to go home now. Although we've had this big breakfast, we're all starting to think about dinner. Left turn here towards Chatsworth. I'll have to remind Tony it's time to swap over, because you've ridden my new bike plenty enough now, thank you. You can't see I didn't get a fair go. Not at all. As I remember, he's going to turn left. Oop, gentle reminder. Not there at all. Keep on going.
We're on to car park. Car park.
I think I've been in the shopping centre just the once, and I remember I saw a copy of Ghost in the Shell which I wanted to buy, and I forgot all about it, and that's all I ever remember. Whenever I come back here, it's like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to buy that DVD here. It's definitely busy today because sunshine and no day. Got a good chance for us to kind of pull up and find somewhere nice to park, because there's always enough parking for like the free parks. Here we go, 3 spots, 1, 2, 3.
Right, here we go. So We've stopped here in Peak Village Shopping Centre. Slight bit of drama. My engine light came on and I got a weird sputter, but seems to be running all right again. And you've just ridden the other one, haven't you? So go on.
7.25 out of 10.
Oh, it's gone up. 7.2. If you had the money, what would you do?
I'd buy one tomorrow if I.
There you go.
So, yeah.
That's what I wanted. Well, bad luck, because now you've got to swap keys back. Give me. There you go. That's alright. Did you enjoy the slow ride down the hill?
I've had a quick ride down the hill.
Well, I went as quick as I could.
Alright.
There were cars in front. And the good news is, that came back out. It's up there somewhere. It's the burning orb. So it's not been too bad. So we're going to swap bikes back. But, Broad, yeah, you're happy with that?
Definitely.
We trade the V-Strom for one?
But I'll put them on par at mum.
Oh, look
the
at
thing is, right, it's a lot lighter on front end.
Yeah, it's a lot
It's a
lighter.
lot lighter, and that's probably thing, yeah.
It is.
That's all it is.
It is definitely lighter, is what it is, isn't it?
But like I said, if I like money, I'd buy one tomorrow's a second. But I ain't got room for second bike anyway. So.
No, yeah. Once you've got your decking
Well,
done,
yeah, nip that shed up.
just put one in the living room.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
sure your wife will
Put
do
one
it,
in
right?
conservatory would be alright. Kill me.
That's the trick, isn't it? So yeah, blue bike, green bike, black and white bike. isn't it?
All good, basically. All good.
Good run out.
Yeah.
So we'll stop there, save some camera footage, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying yourself, Jazz?
Aye.
What do you get out of 10 in this thing? You get an 8?
I'm going for 8 or 9, I think. I
Right,
proper
eight,
like it. I do
Right.
proper like it.
Right,
I might even try to ride it now, because you've probably ridden that bike more than I have now. The irony. But I'm now going to ride it, so...
I enjoyed it, mate. I did enjoy it. Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
So thank you. So
Yeah, no worries.
thumbs up from me,
I
basically.
thought you'd let you have a go. You want to see
Yeah.
it?
Definite thumbs up.
Alright, let's hope we get all 3 of these bikes back in one piece, because that one was definitely misfiring.
Right.
Just keep revs up when you're at junctions, too.
Right. I know what you still eat. We're like.
Well, it spit it, like coughing. Yeah, that's what I've got. I don't know if there's a bit of water going into fuel or something.
Yeah. I just thought it might,
This-
be, I
this-
thought it might be a battery, to be honest with you.
Well, it is moaning about the battery, but I think that's probably because we tried to start Sonya's scooter off it enough times. So it should probably be alright now we've had a run.
Should probably do that for mine.
Just take your time, that's all. Right, we'll have a gentle run back and see how we get on. Fingers crossed with no more bike casualties, because that's the scooter broke down, Sonya's bike won't start, and this is sputtering and kicking.
Don't jinx it.
It's one of those days. It'll be right.
I think it's better than the original Himalayan. So I think that's better than that one. It's got more power. That's all it is.
They're different. I didn't, because like obviously they said, oh, trade it in, and I'm like, well no, because I like that bike. I've got a kit for it, I've got it just sorted.
Yeah.
Every single one of us can ride it, and with Jasmine, because her bike is now an off-road bike, I thought if we ever want to go off-roading, Sonya's got Scram, we've got the old Himalayan Jasmine can ride, we've got the new Himalayan I can ride,
Yeah.
we're sorted out. Same with you, if you ever feel like off-roading again, which will never be ever,
Yeah.
you know, you can borrow one.
Yeah.
Don't mind if you borrow mine and drop it, do you?
I mean, I probably Beacause could do it to a point, but it's just too heavy up front end for me.
It is heavy.
Is it the 650 or 1100 you are?
650.
Yeah, it's just right heavy up front. It's so hard to
250
control.
Right, stop in there. Honest, really this time. So there you go. So this is us coming back. We're just going round Chesterfield bypass. As you can see, no issue whatsoever getting up to 60 on this. It's chugging along nicely. It's around half the revs in 6th gear. Conservatively, I mean, I've not tried it, but I imagine it's going to get up to 80 without too much hassle and headache. So if you want to do some more overtaking or kind of bigger roads, I think the new Himalayan might be a better choice. That said, you know, the old Himalayan, we've toured up around Scotland with it, we've been to Norfolk with it. I was going to take it to Ireland, but I think we're going to take the Super Meteor and Tony's V-Strom to Ireland, so that's definitely happening later in the year. And again, no trouble whatsoever. I mean, Tony was one in my Himalayan was not running smoothly, and I've got to get to the bottom of that. I was spotting a little bit. I think it's the idle personally. When he said that, I was spitting and coughing while we were riding it, so God knows what's going off there. Maybe it's a fuel pump related issue. It is. The fuel pump is a combination of 12 fuel pumps, because it snaps off the old fuel pump end when we were doing some of the tank, and we had to go and borrow some bits from Manhattan's to put it straight. But we'll see. But yeah, in summary then, do I like the new Himalayan? Yes, of course I like the new Himalayan.
this is probably the last bike I'm going to buy for a while. I think I keep spending money on bikes, but you know, it's my hobby and I enjoy it. So if you enjoy it, you've got to spend some money. So that's the end. Hope you've enjoyed.